I have an interesting question for you. Do you have someone that doesn't like you for no apparent or obvious reason? In other words, do you have a hater? If this is a reality in your life, I would surely like to hear your take on this particular subject, or your story for that matter. You see, as long as I've been living, even as a child, I've always noticed and observed that sometimes people don't like you for obvious reasons, and sometimes people don't like you, and I'm saying like, but love might be more appropriate, but they don't like you for not necessarily any apparent reason. So, what makes a person hate on you? This is an age old question. It has been part of the fabric of our existence as humanity since the beginning, the very beginning. There are people who don't like you because of what you stand for. There are people that don't or may not like you because of how you look. There are people that may not like you because of your station in life, or you may have wealth and they don't, or they don't have as much as you. There are some people that don't like you because you are popular and that you have a likable personality, and they just simply don't like you for that reason. And sometimes we just can't seem to put our finger on why people don't like us when we have done nothing whatsoever to those people. Well, let me tell you this. To be a YouTube personality and or celebrity, there are people that don't like you on this particular platform for no apparent reason. Some people call them trolls, or just individuals that are unhappy, unsatisfied with their own lives, and they get some sort of enjoyment out of trying to dismantle you, as it were, or to try to discredit you, or to try and demean you and or vilify you because of who you are, just simply who you are. Now, this is true with myself. Now, I will say this to you. I enjoy my platform, or this particular platform that I reside on for this space and time. Whenever I come on, whenever I publish a video, I love my audience, those people that are in sync with the things that I say and the information that I disseminate and so forth. But we must always remember, this is a wide open arena where everyone has access to this platform, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm so happy that the vast majority of people that come to my channel respect me. But there's a small percentile that always try to find something wrong with what I'm doing, with the information that I'm leaving, or the information that I'm conveying. There's a couple individuals, and I'm fortunate. It's only a couple. So I'm doing really good. I must really be doing good to only have a couple. And as it relates to martial arts, there are a couple that every time I put anything out, virtually, they have to find something wrong with what I put out. They have to try to disrespect any video that I put out, especially when I'm talking about Bruce Lee. Oh, you're incorrect. That information has not been verified, and so forth. And even when I just did a video not too long ago about some of the secrets about Bruce Lee, that people may have not known of, there have been a couple who have said that hasn't been verified, such as the Guinness Book of World Records, where I say Bruce Lee was recorded as in one scene in Enter the Dragon, in the tunnel scene. That scene was in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the greatest fight scene of any fight scene in any type of movie of our lifetime. Someone said it hasn't been validated or verified. How can you make that statement? It's not true. But let me tell you this. Let's say I made an error. I'm just saying that right now. Let's say that I made an error and it was not true. Did it hurt you? Did it take any money out of your pocket? Did it cause any physical pain to you if it was not, or if it is not true? Did it? If it didn't harm you in any way, form, or fashion, then why are you so vehement about trying to discredit what I said if it didn't hurt you? That is, if it's not true and I made a mistake. And let's just chalk it up to me just being human. Maybe I got my wires crossed. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I was misinformed. Isn't to err human? If it's indeed incorrect. So even though I went back in my own archives, so to speak, and I've been researching again or going back over the information that I disseminated about the Guinness Book issue, and I've said, oh, I can't find it. But I will tell you this. Being as vested in the martial arts as I have been for half a century, I know that this is true. I don't have Alzheimer's or some form of dementia. I've been at this thing called martial arts for a long time now. And I didn't just pull that information out of the ethers. Just because it can't be found within a few days of me doing the video doesn't mean that it does not exist. I mean, the internet is vast. I actually personally had the Guinness Book that had that information in it. And this was about 25 years ago, the book that I had. Now, I'm still doing my due diligence, trying to go back and find this information, and I will not stop. But at the same time, let me let you know, all of you naysayers, or that you handful of naysayers, you small percentage of naysayers, let me let you know this. I'm not going to recant, nor am I going to change my mind that what I said is accurate. As far as I know from my experience, it is accurate. Now, just because you don't see it now, just because you can't find it now, and just because I haven't been able to find it at the present, again, does not mean that it does not exist. So, there are plenty other websites and periodicals that has been done on Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon outside of the Guinness Book of World Records. And many of these have touted Enter the Dragon as having one of the greatest, and as being one of the greatest fight scenes in that same tunnel of all time. And that's not even the Guinness Book of World Records. Would you like me to give you the link to that? Oh no, I won't give it to you. I'll let you find it for yourselves, since you're so insistent upon trying to prove me wrong. But anyone who's trying to prove you wrong just for the sake of doing it only shows you that they're the haters. They're the ones who have a personal issue with me, and I've done no harm to anyone. If you have a personal issue with me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your character is not fully developed yet. I'm sorry. I apologize for you that you don't know what humility is. I apologize, and I'm sorry that you didn't fully grow up at some point in your lives. But it wasn't my fault that you had a bad childhood, perhaps bad relationships, maybe in a foster home, or maybe didn't have both parents in the home and they didn't teach you how to respect and love your fellow man. I apologize for you, and it's a sad situation that you don't have anything better to do than to try to point a finger at someone who has not harmed you at all. You find it pleasing just surfing the net, don't have anything better to do, just surfing the net, trying to find something to disagree with just because you don't have any value in your own lives. That was all I had to say. Now, I'm not beating up on anyone. I'm not calling any names out. You know who you are, and you know what you represent. And at the end of the day, you also know what you don't represent. And that is respect, honor, and humility. That's it, and that's all. I'm out.